Hey guys, well it's time to get the 2014 Derby season started. Super pumped, we got some pretty cool things in line for this year, and I'll be telling you about that in just a second. But before you can start anything new, you got to get rid of the old. So we got the Buick wagon here loaded up with a bunch of scrap metal, and she's about ready to go off to the scrap yard. It's just tweaked in too many places, and you'll see some of it, but it's not worth the time it would take to fix it, to run it again, versus just buying something new. What I paid for it was below scrap price, so at this point I'm perfectly content with letting it go and just starting on the next project. So got the motor pulled, sitting here in my shop. So I got the motor there all pulled, and got everything out of it. The cage is cut out. Any of the miscellaneous hardware that I put in is now taken out. All the all threads out, drive shaft pulled. The rear end is already kind of, I don't know, it's pretty messed up, so I'm not even going to bother pulling that either because it's just a stock rear end. Obviously the wheels and tires are going to come off once it's on the trailer. But yeah, stripped it with most of the things that are of any use, really. But you can see the front frame here got bent in really bad and tweaked terribly. And actually I already had to fold it down just to be able to get the motor and transmission out. Took a couple of good hits once the bumper got ripped off, and yeah, bent across pretty bad. So that's part of the problem, and it kind of, if you look at it, it looks like it has a flat tire. Well, no it doesn't. It just is that tweaked and twisted, the frame is. So it's really messed up, and so we're going to be hopefully in the next week or so going to be hauling this out and making way for the new projects. So here's the motor and transmission. This is my souped up V8. Anytime you guys see the in-car cameras of like Fulton County or something and the V8's coming out of the hood, well, so far it's been this motor. This will probably be one of the most, probably, I don't know, the loudest and souped up one we'll have. A lot of the other stuff we tend to do is more stock, and that's perfectly fine because it gets the job done. I just happen to have this motor, and so I'm just using it. I have no reason not to. So, to the new. We've got some fun things in store this year. Well, I guess I'll start with the first one, is the Suburban that my dad, or I guess Jim, he raced last year. I'm going to throw the picture up here on the screen. That will be seeing the track again. It just got caught on another truck and ended the season for that truck. Got a 4th place finish, and it just is still very solid. I mean, a little bit of pulling the front bumper down and it's ready to run again with no modifications. I mean, it looks like the thing was barely even hit, and he was putting on some good hits, so it's a solid truck. So that'll be seeing the track again. Now my brother Ben, he raced the Camry a couple of times last year and finished that thing off very well. So this year he's going to be running a early 90s Chevy pickup truck. It's kind of like the extended cab, full-size bed. It's a 2500. Not sure the exact year. I will have that in future videos, but off the top of my head I unfortunately can't remember the exact year. So now I'm going to try to get another picture up on that as well. And so that's what he'll be running. And then I have made a nice little purchase, or big purchase. It's a 1994 Chevy Suburban. So it's the big box style Chevy Suburban. And that one is one that I'm going to be building here in the shop. And I'm going to hopefully have a lot of how-to videos come out of it, just like how to do, basic ripping apart, taking out the glass, and all kinds of stuff like that. All the subjects that you guys send me messages on and want videos about. So that stuff will be coming this year as well. So, and actually something interesting about the Suburban, it is actually both that Chevy truck and the Suburban are both 4-wheel drive. So what we're going to do, at least I know myself, in the Suburban, is I'm just going to try something different. everyone's always pulling the motors and running their souped up motors or whatever and running rear wheel drive. Well, I'm just going to leave the stock engine in it because it runs great. I have absolutely no reason to pull it. So I'm going to leave that in, and I'm going to actually run front wheel drive in that Suburban. Just a different idea. I'm sure someone's going to interject because you guys always do, but something I've never seen at any of the truck derbies that I've been to. And I've only seen one video online of a truck running front wheel drive ever, and he actually lasted quite a long time, even though his truck was folded in half, just because he could keep dragging it around. So I figured that Suburban, with all the business and being in the back, hopefully I'll be able to do some work out on the track. So if you guys do the math, that's 3 trucks. And so what we're going to be doing is at least one, if not maybe 2 events this year. We're actually going to have all 3 of the All For Him Racing trucks out on the track at one time. I know our relatives are probably going to be shaking a little bit and a little nervous seeing us all out on the track at that same time, but it'll be pretty awesome. I'll get to race against my dad and my brother, and we're going to hit each other just as hard as everyone else, because that's what we're about. We're about putting on a show. We're putting on the show and not driving for a dough. So, I mean, the dough is nice too, but we're putting on the show, and so we're going to be hitting each other just as much as everyone else, and it'll be a good time. Now we do also have, I believe it's a 96 Ford Escort that we picked up. It's a wagon, the wagon Escort, and I'm not sure exactly where that'll see the track. It may be an autocross car. You'll see some videos on that. Again, not really sure what's going to happen with that. That one is up to Jim. We're going to see what he decides to do with it, but that's going to be his fun car. Also, the Escort that I ran last year still has a little bit of life in it, so we'll be running that. And I also will be running the Imperial this year. I said that last year, and buying a house was one of those decisions that just took up all my time after I made the video. So it will see the track this year. I need to get at least one more run out of it before I'll let it go. So that'll be seeing the track. And the final project that'll be coming into this shop is going to be a 1983 Camaro. That'll be for compacts. It's going to be for a limited weld, semi-modified, compact class that we run at some of the local fairs here in, well, I guess in the Northwest Ohio area, and I'm going to have that hopefully out at Fulton County. But what's going to be awesome about it is because I like to be different, and because I happen to have this extra motor sitting around that I have nothing else to put it in, this guy is going to get dropped into that 83 Camaro. Yeah. Probably kind of a crazy, stupid idea, but you know what? You only live once, and I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to have a very noticeable Camaro out there on the track, and anyone in the stands will definitely know where I am. So this motor stands out when I'm running in the full-size car, so I can only imagine how it's going to stand out against the little Humming Bees, the little Hornets, 4-bangers that are going to be out there, and then I got this 400 plus horsepower Ford, so we'll see how she does. It'll be fun. If nothing else, it'll be a mean little car. Hopefully tear it up. So we're going to get rid of this guy. You'll be seeing some video on that, and again, all these cars that I just posted and talked to you about, you'll be getting update videos on all of them. So stay tuned to our page. We'll have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of videos this year. We're just really excited. Hopefully both those vehicles that I'm going to be building this year will be able to stick around for a few years, because things are going to get crazy for me around here and in the next few years, and I just can't wait to build them, have them stick around, and you know, put on some show for you guys. So if you guys have any questions or videos you want to see this year, how-tos or whatever, feel free to either comment below or send me a message, or actually email as well at allforhimracing@gmail.com. You can send me an email, whatever's your flavor. and we'll do our best to accommodate. So there you go, guys. Time to kick off this season. Hit it hard. A lot of fun stuff planned. Got some music festivals and all that other fun stuff happening as well that we have always done, and parades, new trailer, all kinds of stuff. So we'll be busy, but you guys will get to see it all happen. So there you go, and until the next video, we'll talk to you later, guys.